last week I've seen the episode and Stephen Les has been giving me a bit of grief for not showing up. I'll just say, I'm at Morpeth Town here with my crutches and they're nowhere to be seen. Lads, what's going on? Sort it out.
Hush now, city kids, gather round for rubbing mints. Hush now, city kids.
When it came to me after so long, I didn't have no choices in the streets where I was from. When I think about the pain, I didn't have no choices. I took what I had sworn.
Hush now, city kids, gather round for rubbing mints. Hush now, city kids.
But you know, they wouldn't let you have it any other way. Stepping back from what you lack, the past just pulls you back in again. Save me from myself, it just carries on. Just carries on.
Hush now, city kids, gather round for rubbing mints. Hush now, city kids, gather round for rubbing mints. Hush now, city kids, gather round for rubbing mints. Hush now, city kids. Hush now, city kids, gather round for rubbing mints. Hush now, city kids.
We've been here quite a lot last season, so I was sick of the sight of the managers and the chairman, so I thought I would get my good friend Stuart to come along. Stu, your role at Morpeth?
I am the media manager at Morpeth Town AFC.
And you have been for some time now, is that right?
Yeah, about 18, 19 months now, so I've been welcomed by the club, and I think the media side of things, we've got things going the last couple of years.
It's everything's sort of fitting in now, and obviously you've got your radio show, Coast FM?
Coast FM, Sport 106.6 FM in South East Northumberland.
I'll let you have that one. Obviously, everything that you're doing at the moment within the Northern League, how do you think it fits in with the radio, the media, YouTube, obviously our channel? Do you think it's all one happy family? Do you think it's working well?
I think that's the aim, is to get lots of media covering the Northern League, because it's a fantastic league. It's a different type of football, really, and it's just one you get to see the fans' enjoyment, you get to see the fans liaise with players after the game. And there's some cracking football played as well. Yeah.
The standard of football is really good, isn't it?
It is, especially in the northeast, because the travel's so hard when you go up the pyramid a bit. So a lot of good players stay in the Northern League, and there's quite a few at Morpeth, there's a lot at Shildon, a few at South Shields. And it's just a good league to be a part of. So
the last time we were with you, we were at Wembley for, 4 days together?
I think it was 4 days together, yes.
Obviously fantastic experience for all, to be honest. What was your sort of highlight? Apart from winning the Vase, obviously.
I think the highlights were just getting to be pitch side with a camera and just having the license to just film from wherever I wanted. And that's a media guy's dream. Yeah. I know the players were like, oh, go to Wembley, and that's my dream play. And it was kind of like in the media, that's something you want to do. You want to go to like the big stadiums and you want to film and you want to get interviews and stuff. And I think just like having that press officer feel of a big club for the day, where you'd go into the media centre and people would be asking you for players and you'd be in charge of getting them. And I know it sounds sad sometimes, but like for us untalented sportsmen, we've got to do something like that, and it was great. That
something that you aspire to do, isn't it?
It is, definitely. I mean, I mentioned it's not just for players, it's for staff as well. Like Nick Gray, Dave Malone, they loved it, and the sports therapist Callum Miles was there on the day. And I think just the thing about the club, the journey, it wasn't easy, and I think that's what made it more special on the day, where heavily favoured Hereford FC were
massively favoured.
We beat them 4-1, and no one expected that. And I think that's what added to the whole thing.
Yeah.
The bus journey back and the welcome we got in Morpeth, you were
amazing,
there.
Wasn't it?
It was amazing. I think it was organised in 2 hours, and there was about 1,000, 2,000 people just in the street. And that's what non-league football's about, though. It's those fans getting that close to that team who've been to Wembley, picked up a trophy, and I think something special has been built at Morpeth Town, and I'm glad to be a part of it.
Yeah. Going forward, what do you see Morpeth doing this season? Do you think they'll repeat their sort of run in the cup, or is it more league based?
I think the emphasis on the league, because if you win an FA Vase or a cup competition, you're winning 9 games. Yeah. So if you've got the luck on your side on certain days, you've got a better chance of winning. Whereas the league, the best team wins the league every time. And I think that's what Nick Gray wants and Dave Malone want, is their team to be the best in the league. And that's why they've brought in some fantastic signings from Blythe Spartans, Spennymoor Town. That's why these players have come here, because they see Ken Beattie, they see Nick Gray and Dave Malone, and they think, I want to be a part of that. And Morpeth's ambition this year is surely to win the league, I do believe. Yeah.
That's it for Morpeth tonight. I've got to admit, I'm feeling a little bit lonely now, so I'm off to find Steve and Les.
Now we've got Les and Gary Bennett and a list of excuses of why they lost the Weir Tees derby.
Right, Gary, obviously we were here last season, came to see your company back to basics. What was different about today than what we saw last year?
Today's been different because we've got a partnership with Calsonic, which is part of Nissan. We're running a 4-day event, summer camp, and it's a thank you to all the employees from Calsonic, obviously of the hard work they've done, to the families, and they've invited all the families down, the children, to take part in different activities today. We work every week really. We do a couple of night sessions, but we're also very active in partnership with Dyke House Sports Academy. We've got a couple of diploma courses which is going to be running from Middlesbrough Sports Village, which is going to start in September as well for 16 to 18 year olds in regards of apprenticeships. We are quite busy.
Now obviously I've got ex-Sunderland and Middlesbrough player here. Can't let you go without talking about the Tees Weir derby. Your views on Sunderland first of all?
I mean, the first 45s were a bit slow the way they play. I think Middlesbrough was better, moving the ball quicker. Second half, Sunderland got the first goal, and after that I saw they were on top of Middlesbrough for 20-25 minutes. They put pressure on them and they should score another goal. Unluckily they didn't, and obviously Middlesbrough ended up taking the 3 points.
First home game against Middlesbrough, especially the first half, was disappointing. But credit, the buckle down in the second half. We got the goal, maybe another day we might have got the equaliser. And again, you've got to look at the players which are involved on Sunday as well. There's only 3 players which remain from last season what played on Sunday. So there's been big changes. There's been 1 or 2, shall we say, problems which David Moyes and the football club has had to deal with, but we've still got to battle on.
David Moyes' comments over the weekend about it being a relegation battle, and we should expect that.
Well, I think it's a truthful comment, to be truthful. If you look back over the 4 or 5 years, we have been involved in a relegation battle. And, you look at the result on Sunday, you look at the 3 teams which come up, all 3 of them won. OK, they've got the momentum. They usually start on a high. But, from a Sunderland's point of view, you'll be expecting to get something against the likes of Middlesbrough, because, you don't think you're going to get anything when you're going to play the likes of your Chelseas, your Arsenals, your Manchester United. So, we've got the quicker we can get points on the board, then, it's going to be better for Sunderland. Hopefully confidence is going to grow. But I think what we need to do, we need to get 2 or 3 faces in. It's going to be hard. I think from Middlesbrough's point of view, they know that the Premier League, I think what they want to do is survive. From Sunderland's point of view, everyone's thinking that we should be finishing mid-table. But I think first of all, what we've got to do is get players in. We've got to try to get a settled back four, a settled team, and hopefully we can go on from there.
Middlesbrough just came up from the Championship, but they signed some good players and some experienced players. They look like they got a big squad in there, and that's what I think Sunderland at the moment is missing. And yes, I think the 2 teams should stay up this season.
There you go, guys. You've heard it from 2 who should know. Both Middlesbrough and Sunderland are going to stay up. So I think it's only fair, guys, we do touch on Middlesbrough. Firstly, how do you think they've done against Sunderland, and how do you think they'll do?
They did very well. I mean, 2 great goals by Stuart, and I think, to be fair, they've got what it takes to stay up this season already. They've got a good work ethic, and they look as if they're a team.
I think they're going to finish top 10. To be honest, I've got a good feeling about them, the way they're playing.
Great. Well, that's it from this week's show. You can catch us every
Friday, 7:30,
only on Maiden Town and Weir.